Howdy everybody, Efour here, and welcome back to the channel for Season 3, Episode 1 of our FIFA 22 Youth to Gold save. Last episode was a heartbreaker. Going back and editing it, I was just embarrassed because I talked about having the trophy in our pockets. We were up 2-0 and we ended up losing. If you haven't watched it, go back and check it out. You really should be watching these in chronological order. It's the story of developing this team up the leagues in England and one day winning the Premier League and the Champions League. Now, before we hop into this season, I do want to kind of let you guys in on what this channel is going towards and what it's going to become. For all you viewers who are already a part of the community is going to be called the Crucible Community, and the idea is developing. I personally love developing people in real life and also in game, as you guys have seen with this team, and that comes with the victories of life and the failures of life, like we saw in last episode, failing in the final. But that's really what my heart is and where I'm headed with the content that I'll be creating. There's going to be content for developing people in real life. In time, I'm going to have TikToks and other things, other content for you guys that's going to just have life truths, if you will. Little things that I've learned in my own journey and that I'm learning daily. And also showing you guys how to develop teams in games or a character in a game and things of that nature. So again, watch this space. There will be more information about the Crucible community and getting connected with that and with other viewers. So I'm very excited to get that rolling, and it will be coming out over the next couple months, slowly but surely. As we mentioned before, I'm developing as a content creator, and so I'm learning and growing, and the lessons that I'm learning I'll be sharing with you guys throughout my journey. But let's hop into this next season. I'm going to be showing you guys coming up a picture of where we started last season and where we are now in terms of our team and how they've developed. And we're going to dive in, get going with this transfer window, play a couple games, and let's hop in. So as you can see here, we have changed the home jerseys. I switched them up. I wanted them to look a little cleaner. I didn't like all the stuff on the last jersey, so we went with this blue and orange kit. This is the team. We have a 68 at left back, 66s at center back, 64 at right back, 68 and 70 in center mid, 75, 66, and 68, the attacking three behind a 64 up top. Now over here, I'm going to be showing you guys a picture of where we started last season and see how far the team has come. It's pretty crazy. I know our defense down there is like all 50s. Perea, I think, is a 68. I haven't pulled up the picture yet, so I'm not exactly sure, but you guys will check it out. It's going to be right over there. You guys can look at it. But it's pretty cool. This is what this channel is going to be about, development. And so I'm going to be showing you guys at the beginning of every new season where we started last season and where we are now, so you can check that out over there. But let's hop into this season. This season our budget is $6.8 million with $11,000 in wage budget, and I'm going to be spending that entirely on a 5-star scout. I've been looking. We haven't sent our scouts out yet because I'm waiting for the other 5-star. I think if we can get 3 5-star scouts, it's going to just set us up really nicely for the future. So we're going to be looking for that 5-star this month as I play through. And once we get him, we'll sign him up and we'll send our scouts out on the 1st of next month. So there won't be a scouting update in this episode, but we'll resume with that in the next episodes as we get into this season. But we are waiting to find that 5-star scout. Now, I also have mentioned that our squad is getting a little bloated, and I'm going to be looking to offload players. Vicklin here, he's behind my head, but you should be able to see him over on the right side of the screen. Vicklin, he's out the door. We're trying to sell him. We're also trying to sell Lewis here, with Thompson being our backup. We're going to be moving Curry on, or trying to, with Dahlberg being our backup right back. Elijah Thompson is out of the club. He's not going to make it. Bjorklund and Soberg have just signed new contracts to stay as our 3rd and 4th center back. Or sorry, 4th and 5th center back pairing. Gordson is out of the club as well. We're trying to move him on. Cook we're going to keep around as our 3rd string left back just to have a little bit of extra depth there. Mercer, he's been great for the club through the first couple seasons, but his time is done. He's not going to see the field, so we are looking to move him on. Parker we're going to keep because he's new, trying to develop him. Same with Bennett. Larson, who was here in the very first episode, he is going to be leaving the club. I'm trying to get him sold as well. He's just not getting on the field, especially with Elias in here playing our 3rd string center attacking mid. Sullivan, who I was really excited about as well, is going to be leaving. I like Miranda better than Sullivan, and we're going to be keeping Miranda around as a depth winger. Smith will be leaving also, along with Aiden Brown. Munoz will be our 3rd string striker. And again, guys, I'm doing that because I know I'm going to get more youth academy prospects and players in this year, and I want to free up some space for them to come in and get some game time. Our bench is looking very strong. We're not trying to sell any of these guys, and our first team is looking really good. I think if we can thin the squad down, it'll start to show us what we really need and what positions we need, and then we'll go from there. Continue working on developing and filling those holes. I'm not going to be doing any free agent signings this summer. I think our team is more than good enough to win the title this year, and so that's what we're going to be pushing for. I don't think we really need any free agent signings or transfer signings. I haven't even been looking at it because this team is good enough, and I want to develop our own boys and try and win the title with them this year. As you can see here, we have our preseason tournament against Harrogate, Wimbledon, and Portsmouth. We'll play that one off camera. And then I'll bring you back for the Lincoln game, and we'll also be playing the Forest Green game today, but we're going to be just trying to get through the summer, try and find that five-star scout, and go from there. I wanted to show you guys the guys whose potential have gone up and look like they're going to be promising players for the future. The way you know that is by their status. Like David Lundberg here, it says showing great potential, so he has a higher than average potential. He's one player. Bishop is an exciting prospect, another one who has higher than average potential, going to develop into a good little player. Ian Taylor, our starting right back, is an exciting prospect as well. Oscar Villalba, the guy we brought in who's going to be moving to central midfield, has showing great potential. Jan Carlson, the youth academy guy we brought in towards the end of last season, has potential to be special, which is actually the highest potential slot that you can have. So he hopefully will continue to develop and maybe become a 90 overall or something like that in the future. Very excited about him. Alexander Nilsson, our backup left winger, is showing great potential. Raphael Schaefer is an exciting prospect, and he's actually valued at $15.5 million. I'm hoping we can hold on to him this season. We also have Frank Baker here, who is showing great potential. So that's just a quick look at the guys who look like they're going to be the players of the future for us. Before we hop into that Lincoln game, I do want to show you that we have sold Darren Curry for $1.35 million to Reading, which is a good move for him. They're in the championship, so hopefully he can get some game time and help them out, but he has left the club. So, first game of the EFL League One season, our second year in this league. I really want to try and win the title this year. To start out the season, we're playing Lincoln, and the team for that game is Smith in goal, a back four of Jonassen, Bishop, Lundberg, and Taylor, midfield pairing of Crespo and Perea. Schaefer, Carlson, and Graham make up the attacking three behind Vasquez. Now, I have still thought about going with Baker. I'm just not sure. You know what? We're gonna stick with Baker. Baker is showing to be an exciting prospect, and Vasquez, despite scoring, I think it was 17 goals last year, his potential didn't seem to go up. He is good, but I'm going to stick with Baker. We're going to hopefully score a lot of goals with him like we did with Vasquez, but this is going to be our starting team for this season. So let's hop in to this game against Lincoln. Here we are, and you guys get to see our new jerseys. The back is all blue, which is kind of weird. I still like it, but the front is orange and blue with orange shorts. We got Schaefer making a run in here. Get it over to Baker. And he gets the ball taken off of him. I'm still a little hurt from last season's disappointment. Oh, man. I can't believe I was saying in that game, we have the trophy in our pocket. When we went up 2-0, I really was feeling confident, and I missed chances like I talked about. I knew we would rue them, and we did end up really regretting those in the end after we lost. But we're here this season. I really do think, compared, as I showed at the beginning of this episode, comparatively to where we started last season and how good our team is now, I really think we have a chance to win the title. So that's what we're going to be pushing for this year. I think that is definitely in our reach. I need to actually show you guys the good ball into Baker. I need to show you guys the come on, Schaefer. Let's go! And, man, Baker can play those crosses in, those passes. Great player. Schaefer's there to finish it. First goal of the new campaign. We are up 1-0 over Lincoln. Baker makes that brilliant run in. I think Perea had played him in. Crosses it to Schaefer, and Schaefer just belts it across. It's a very tight angle, but he gets the goal. Now, I was saying that I'm going to show you guys our objectives from the board, our board objectives this season. They have changed a little bit, but I think we can win the title, and that's what we're going to be pushing for. I think we have a good enough team. We should be winning the title, especially with how we did last season. We were in the top 2 positions for most of the season, fell off a little bit at the end, and then couldn't get it done in the playoffs. So I think this year it makes sense that we should be pushing for the title. Here's Taylor coming back there on the edge of our penalty area. And what a shot. Smith is there to grab it, and their attack is done. Now, a big thing as they come into our half, a big thing we need to work on this season is not giving up late goals. That killed us last year. I want to hold on to the win today. Terrible pass from Crespo, but I want to hold on to the lead today, not give up late goals that cost us the game. That is the main thing we need to focus on this season, working on holding on to leads when we've already built them, because that killed us last year. Crespo loses the ball there. They are in here, and luckily they shoot it wide. They do have a corner from that. It was blocked by Lundberg. We have had offers this summer in for Lundberg, along with our goalkeeper Smith. We will not be getting rid of them. They're both cornerstones to our team and how we're doing. We will not be losing either of them this year. Get this down to Schaefer. And Carlson can't get there. Poor pass from Schaefer. And that is halftime. We're up 1-0. Not much else happened in that half. Let's hop into the second half and get a win. Here they are pushing into our half with the ball over the top. Lundberg is there to head it out. And I am excited that we have one has potential to be special player in Carlson. He did lose the ball there, but I'm very excited because the last player that I had that was has potential to be special, by the time I made it to the Premier League, they were an 88 overall. So I don't know if he'll be that high, considering he's a little bit lower and we're already a couple seasons in. And I'm pretty sure that guy who became an 88 overall I had from the beginning. But he definitely is going to be a good little player, and I'm excited to use him. Oh, man, Baker, he does hold on to the ball well. There's dangerous dribbling there. And there's Schaefer. He's offsides. Oh, Taylor is turned inside out, and here they are on an attack. This is where we've been caught out in the past, giving up late goals. We don't want to do that today. We're only up by 1, and there they have it. They've gotten a goal back. We haven't looked like scoring since our first goal. We got to find something and try and put the ball in the back of the net. I'm not sure why it seems like we just lose all attacking threats sometimes at the end of games, and that we can't defend either. It stinks, and it definitely hurts the team. But we got to figure it out. We have to find ways to stay in games, because we should not be giving up late goals like this to anyone, really. And Baker loses the ball there. I didn't see a pass there for him to connect with. And they're hitting us on this counter. We need to get numbers back and play some defense. Man, luckily that goes out for a throw-in for us, but we have to figure this out. This is upsetting me that we keep giving up late equalizers, late goals. I am going to look at subs here in just a moment after we hopefully win this ball back. And they are in here. He rips it and it goes over the goal. So the 3 changes I'm making, I'm bringing Menendez in for Carlson, Villalba comes in for Crespo, and Osorio comes in at left back for Jonasson. I brought Osorio in at left back because he is a really good player, and he's got pace, a lot of pace, which is one thing that Jonasson lacks, and I think it lets him down a bit. I wanted that to go to Schaefer, and it wasn't even close. Come on, guys. We got to find a goal back. We got to stick with him. I also brought Villalba on because he has a lot of pace and can run for days. And Crespo was just seeming a little lethargic almost in the midfield. And so I wanted to bring him on. They kicked that out of bounds for a throw-in. But I wanted to bring Villalba on, get some freshness in the midfield, and hopefully get things rolling. Great ball from Graham to Baker over the top. He has no support. I need somebody. Menendez is there. Baker again. And he gets it. Oh, and it's off the post. What a shot from Baker. Couldn't finish it. And Bishop is there. Villalba is there. Get it over to Schaefer. Back into Menendez. And he slots it home. Let's go. Big goal for the boys. 89th minute. Could that be the game winner? I really hope so. Beautiful play. Bishop came up and won that header back from the clearance. I think we'll see it. There's Villalba hitting it afterwards. Schaefer back into Menendez. Into the corner. Beautiful goal. All right. It's the 90th minute. We just got to keep them out of the net. That was great team goal. Now we just got to keep it going. And there we go. We get the win on the opening day of the season, 2-1 against Lincoln. We have confirmation that Jack King has finally returned from injury. I think he was injured in November or December of last season with a torn ACL, and now he is back, so we will get him into the rotation. And like I mentioned last season when he got injured, it looks like he may have been passed by. He will definitely get game time this year, but Villalba off the bench is better at everything except passing, but Villalba will develop there. King is going to have to play a reserve role for us. Hopefully he can continue to develop. I was very excited about him as a player, but the injury set him back, and that's just what happens in real life and in game. He has been injured. He hasn't played for half the season. He lost some development. Now, hopefully he can fight hard and get back into the team. Here we have that five-star scout, Luca Giles. We're going to sign him and get him out. He's going to be our Columbia scout. Today we take on Forest Green Rovers, our rival. The team remains unchanged from last game. The bench remains the same as well. We're going to hop into this game. Remember, no scouting updates because we hadn't sent our scouts out yet. We're going to send them out next month on the 1st, so there won't be one for the next episode either. But once we start getting into the season after that, we'll have the scouting updates. But we're going to hop into this game. After signing that scout, we have about $3.5 million worth of budget left. I'm going to hold on to it. I don't think we need to bring anyone in. We have a lot of good depth. I want to get these young guys playing time, so we're going to keep them in, and especially in the first half of the season when we still have cup competitions. Hopefully, like last season, we can kind of make a run, maybe a little bit of a deeper run, but we're going to get those young guys into those games, get them developing. But let's hop into this game against Forest Green and try and get our second win of the season. And here we are. The one thing that lets Baker down a little bit is his pace. It's really his sprint speed. His acceleration is 76, but his sprint speed is only 70. I do have him training to where he's focusing on his sprint speed. So hopefully in time, if we can level out or even out the sprint speed and the acceleration, he'll just become even that much more of a dangerous player. Lundberg gets a foot in there to stop the attack. Great play. Out to Schaefer, and the ball can't quite get there. They're hitting us back here, and that was a heavy pass. Smith is there to pick it up. Sends it out to Bishop here, and they are pressing us tightly. We get the passing through, and we're playing it nicely here. Taylor is still running. We're going to go back post. Oh, Crespo was there, but the defender just gets a foot to it. Perea has it played around him, and he can't cut out the attack. They are attacking us here on this counter. They've slowed it down a little bit, which helps us out. But we got to play some good defense. It goes over the top. We're chasing back with Schaefer. And we really need to not let them get a goal. This is our rivalry game. They haven't been a good team for a couple of seasons now. They scuffed that shot. That was dangerous. That was almost really bad for us. But they have not been a good team for a couple of seasons now. I wouldn't be surprised to maybe see them get relegated this year. But we should not be losing this game. This is a game that we should be winning. 1, because it's our rival. 2, because we're better than them. Oh, thank you. I was about to say, is that not a foul? We'll get this into Baker really quick. And we'll go out to Schaefer. And he cuts it back in. And he's going to rip this. And it's blocked by the defender. The attack is cut out. There, he sent a ball over the top. Taylor is there to clean it up. Hopefully he can get out of this spot. We'll give it back to the goalie. Out to Bishop. Down here to Jonason. And let's take a little run with him and see what we can get. I probably should have sent Schaefer in there. I didn't. And now we're a little cramped on this side. We'll give it out to Schaefer now, and we're going to cross this in. Baker is there to grab it and slot it home. Let's go. First goal of the season for Baker. Great assist from Schaefer. Jonasson played it down that left wing, got it into Schaefer. Schaefer sent it across, and Baker was able to finish it. And Baker's ball control really stood out there. The cross from Schaefer was off his chest, and the defender was on him, but he kept the ball, fell to his feet, and he slotted it home beautifully. Uh-oh, they're hitting us here. They have a good run in. Lundberg was able to get back and force the play outside. We got Jonasson here chasing back into the corner. Bishop. And they get a foot in, and it is out. We're going to send this down to Schaefer and start running. We'll get it into Baker up here. He's making a good run. Goes into Baker, and I want... I don't know. I'm going to cross it in. That's a bad cross. I didn't really know what to do there. Luckily, we keep that ball. Get it out to Jonasson. Cross it in, and it is blocked out for a corner. Graham here to whip this in. And we got Bishop there. The defender gets ahead to it first. Schaefer stopped running back to the ball. I'm not quite sure why, but they did win the ball. They're trying to hit us on a counter. I got Lundberg here. And he is now played out. Uh-oh. And they get it back in. They have someone back post making a run. And that's a goal. We get a leg in to stop the cross. It bounces up. And we lose our man. Back post. Heads it home. 1-1. Man, that's a frustrating way to end the half. We're at halftime. Let's get into that second half. We really need to find a way to start getting some clean sheets strung together. Because we're struggling with it. I hate giving up these goals. We went ahead. Again, I feel like this is a team we should be dominating. I did forget to show you the board goals for this season, so I will do that after this episode. But I did forget that, and I gave the ball away there. Terrible pass. Get up. Taylor is there. Good header from Taylor. Get this into Carlson, and he plays it right into the defender. Man, they're all over us at the moment. Look at that. Danny Olmo went to Man United. They're playing it back. This is how we let a goal in last time. Get up, Bishop. Bishop is there to head it away. Get it out to Schaefer. Up to never mind. Now to Carlson. And he gets the ball taken off him again. I really need to figure out how to use him. He's not very strong. He's more of a shifty player. And I keep getting the ball taken off of them. Here they come into our zone again. They're playing this ball in behind. They have someone back post. And Bishop was there to clean it up. Good play from him. We're going to go down to Schaefer. Terrible pass from Carlson. He's lucky he has potential to be special, because so far this season he has not been inspiring much confidence in me. And there's Baker. Gets the ball taken off his foot. And we don't get anything of that attack. And here they are yet again pushing into our half. And they're looking fairly dangerous. Oh, we get a... Okay, whew. It bounced around. Made me a little nervous. But Smith is there to pick it up. We'll go out to Taylor here. I want to go down the wing to Graham. Run in behind, my friend. He gets around him. Oh, man, he's shifty. Get it over to Baker. And we're going to rip this. And Graham gets his second goal of the game. Beautiful, beautiful play. Graham loops it over the top for Baker. Baker slots it home. Great play from the boys. That move that Graham had around the guy was beautiful. Then chips it over. Baker is there to slot it home. So we're making 3 changes. Nilsson comes in on the left wing for Schaefer. Osorio at left back for Jonasson. And Villalba is actually going to come in at right back for Taylor. Taylor's been getting tired, so I want to give Villalba some more game time. We'll bring him on there. Osorio is fast, and Jonasson is really good, but he gets out of position and it's harder for him to recover. And at the end of the game, I want someone pacey who can recover quickly. So that's why I brought Osorio and Villalba on. And then Nilsson is one of our guys with really good potential. Schaefer is great, but I want to give him a little bit of a rest and try out Nilsson. So let's get into this game again. Ideally, we could go ahead and get another goal to give us that little bit of cushion, because I would hate to see a late goal give up a draw rather than a win here. If we win, it'll see us near the top of the table because we have 2 wins from 2 games played. Villalba is there to get a foot in. Beautiful play. Terrible pass from Osorio, and this looks dangerous. Lundberg is there, gets it out, and we're sending that to Nilsson. It was an ugly pass, but luckily we didn't pay for it. We got Pereira. We're going out to Graham over the top. And he gets that in. We're going to send that down to Crespo. I didn't even think the ball would go through. It kind of caught me off guard that he did end up with it. I should have been more prepared and trusted my guys to get it done. And now they play it back, going over the top. Villalba is there, but he does not win the ball. And that's a great pass in from them. Luckily, it's just out of reach from their striker. Smith is there to pick it up. We have 4 minutes in game left. We really need to hold on to this win. We're going to run down with Osorio. He is pretty fast and it goes out of play. That's totally fine. We can slow play it down this wing. I got Nilsson here, and he loses the ball immediately. That hurts. And, Crespo almost gets a foot in there. They're playing it around nicely. This is the very end of the game. They have 1 added minute of extra time, so we all know that they'll get about 14 extra minutes. They're offsides there. And this should be the end of the game any moment now, and there it is, another 2-1 victory, this time over our rivals Forest Green. Let's check out where that leaves us in the table, and then we will look at the board expectations for the season. So those 2 wins leave us in 3rd position, and we're looking pretty good. I don't know who came down from the championship. Peterborough was with us last year. Maybe Rotherham, Sunderland maybe. No, was Sunderland here last year? I can't even remember. I don't know which teams have come down. I should pay more attention to that. But regardless, we are in 3rd place. 4 goals for and 2 goals against. We really got to work on getting some clean sheets. But great start to the season. Now let's look at the board expectations. For youth development, we got to sign 3 players, 20 years or younger with potential greater than the average overall rating, which should be pretty easy to do, and 3 players in your youth academy need to be assigned to the midfielder position. Brand exposure is sign 1 crucial first team player for a midfield or forward position. We're not going to be doing that. As I already said, we're not going to be getting any free agents or transfers this summer. The team is good enough to go up, so we're going to stick with the guys we got. Continental success, we have nothing because we're not in any continental competitions. Excuse me, that's a mouthful. Domestic success, this year they want us to gain automatic promotion, which I am here for. I think that's very attainable, and I like that they're starting to push us for that, because as I said, we have a team that's good enough to win the title. FA Cup reached the round of 16. That's going to be challenging, especially if we draw a team like West Ham again, but we will try and do that. Financial, it says sell 2 players and sign 1 important player to replace them. I think I've sold players, but we're not going to be signing players again. Salary growth under 5%. We're doing well there, and make a $5.9 million profit from youth player sales within 3 seasons. I have 2 seasons left to do that, and if we start moving out some of these fringe players, that will happen organically. So we can definitely get this all done. I'm excited that they want us to get automatic promotion. I'm going to be pushing for the title this year, and I'm very excited to get this season underway. So guys, if you have enjoyed that, leave a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn that bell on so you guys see when I upload these videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm also streaming over on Twitch from 4 to 7, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And some of those are subject to change, but right now that is what the schedule is going to be. Again, we're going to be pushing out more content on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all those cool little platforms we're going to be using to try and get this stuff out. And again, I'm wanting to develop. That's really my passion in life, and I believe my purpose of helping individuals develop personally, and also helping gamers develop in game and helping these players in game develop. I really love that stuff, so that is what this channel is going to be focused on, trying to help people have life-giving and life-building truths, and then trying to build these teams, these characters. As we progress, we'll play different games and more games, and over on Twitch I play different games. But that is what this channel is going to be about. Again, watch this space. More content will be coming. I'm going to be uploading my profiles, or not uploading, what would you call that? Finalizing my profiles on all my platforms so that when anyone comes, they can see what I'm about and what I do. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, Efour out.